So the next question, I'm going to, in our rehearsals here, we are going to start with Tom, but I might flick to John straight away and then Tom as well for this one. Now you've been coached, because they've both been coaching for a long time. For someone who has never coached a cyclist with a disability, what would you say is the most important thing to remember? I might flick to, let me just unmute John.
Yeah, thanks, Peter. This is a really interesting question. The first thing is number one, treat them as a cyclist. And like any new cyclist, you would like to identify what they can do and what they can't do, and if in fact there are some limitations. As I try as much as possible to ensure that I do limited elements to draw their attention or my attention to their disability, but through the introduction of the athletes into the program, I can pretty soon and readily identify what some of the strengths are. Inevitably, as Tom suggested earlier, there were discussion beforehand where there is the opportunity to find out what they think are their strengths and their weaknesses. And with most athletes either with a disability, in fact probably athletes with a disability are even more honest than those without, so they're more likely and more readily able to identify what they think their limitations might be.
I'm guessing again that it kind of really tests your initial observation skills. Really, as all good coaches have very good observation skills, but it's a real test of your observation skills.
Yeah, it is, but it's all about being a good coach, Peter. I think it really is just about doing what you can do well as a coach, and the athlete with a disability may have some limitations. Gee, there were pretty limited limitations that Michael Milton had, I can tell you. So, so you know, there were the opportunity to just to not restrict yourself by perceptions, but allow things to develop within the group and as an athlete, I think is really important.
Brilliant, brilliant. Let me flip to Tom. Tom, I just unmuted you. Tom, do you want to add something to that?
Yeah, well, John's obviously touched on many things as we have in the first other questions that we've been looking at, but certainly, you know, developing an understanding with the person that this is a relationship between you both is a very important thing, regardless of whether this person wants to go to the Paralympics or wants to be able to ride to work, or they're purely doing it, you know, as a sport. They have no expectations of where it may take them. I think that, you know, you have to be totally honest with them, and they have to clearly understand that the relationship you have with them is for their benefit. It's not for yours. It's for their benefit, and you are a unit. You're the coach and the athlete, I've always found that if you have that rapport with people, then you'll start to see that you'll get more open communication, and it will speed up the whole process.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you, guys, very much indeed.